Stop watering your tomatoes every day. It might be the reason they're not thriving. There's a better way to grow stronger plants and get bigger harvests. Most people believe that daily watering is the key to healthy tomato plants, but in reality, too much frequent watering can weaken the roots and limit growth. Tomatoes grow best when their roots are encouraged to go deeper into the soil in search of moisture. Everything starts with understanding how water moves through the soil. When you water lightly every day, moisture stays near the surface. This causes roots to remain shallow, making the plant more dependent on constant watering and more sensitive to heat. Instead, the goal is to water less often, but more deeply. This method allows water to reach the lower layers of the soil, encouraging roots to grow downward where moisture lasts longer. Before changing the watering routine, it's important to prepare the soil properly. Loose, well-structured soil allows water to penetrate deeply instead of running off the surface. Organic matter like compost improves this process, helping the soil retain moisture while still draining excess water. When tomato plants are first established, they need consistent moisture to help their roots settle. But once they begin to grow, the watering strategy should change. Rather than watering every day, the soil should be allowed to dry slightly between watering sessions. This small stress encourages the plant to expand its root system in search of water. When it's time to water, it should be done slowly and thoroughly. Water is applied directly to the base of the plant, soaking the soil deeply. This ensures that moisture reaches the roots where it is needed most. After deep watering, the soil may appear dry on the surface within a day, but below, moisture remains available. This hidden reserve is what supports steady plant growth. Another important step is adding mulch around the base of the plants. A layer of straw, dry leaves, or organic material helps reduce evaporation and keeps the soil temperature stable. With mulch in place, the soil retains moisture for longer periods, meaning watering becomes less frequent without stressing the plant. As the plants grow, their leaves expand and begin to shade the soil naturally. This also helps reduce water loss and creates a more stable environment around the roots. Tomatoes respond quickly to this improved watering method. Stems become thicker, leaves grow stronger, and the overall plant looks more vigorous. Instead of weak, surface-level roots, the plant develops a deep and stable root system. This makes it more resilient during hot days and less dependent on constant watering. Another benefit is the reduction of common problems. Overwatering can lead to diseases, root rot, and poor oxygen levels in the soil. By watering less frequently, the soil remains balanced, allowing roots to breathe. As weeks pass, the difference becomes clear. Plants that are watered deeply but less often tend to grow taller and produce more flowers. Flowers are the beginning of fruit production. With a strong root system supporting the plant, more energy is directed toward developing healthy tomatoes. Soon, small green tomatoes begin to appear. They grow steadily, supported by consistent moisture from deeper soil layers rather than constant surface watering. Because the plant is not stressed by fluctuating water levels, fruit development becomes more even. This leads to better color and overall quality. As the fruit matures, watering remains controlled. Too much water at this stage can dilute flavor or cause splitting, while steady moisture helps maintain quality. The key is consistency, not frequency. Deep watering followed by a short drying period creates the ideal balance. Harvest time becomes more rewarding. Tomatoes are firm, rich in color, and full of flavor. What makes this method so effective is that it works with the natural behavior of plants. Instead of forcing constant hydration, it encourages independence and resilience. Over time, the soil also improves. Organic matter breaks down, structure becomes better, and water retention increases naturally. This means that each growing cycle becomes easier than the last. What started as a simple change in watering habits becomes a major improvement in plant health and productivity. It's not about doing more work, it's about doing it the right way. In the end, watering less often but more effectively leads to stronger plants, deeper roots, and better harvests. Sometimes, the biggest results come from the simplest changes. So instead of reaching for the watering can every day, step back, let the soil do its job, and watch your tomatoes grow stronger than ever.